training afterwards also. So basically what is expected from the candidates is they must be able to navigate the commands like ls. I'll go one by one. So once you have created the instance, you can stop it or start it. So if you stop the instance, you will not be charged for it. So that's the reason I have stopped the instance when I am not in use. So I go to dashboard. So I go to instances. And so this was the instance that we created yesterday, right? So I'm just clicking on it. Dashboard instances. Instance state, start instance. So I'm just starting the instance. It's in the pending mode. Yeah. So now this has started. So just click on it. Go to connect and give connect instance. So we are inside the instance. Sudo su. So I'm changing it as a root user. So clear it and start it from beginning. So when I give ALS, so it lists all the files and directories in that particular folder. That is the ls command. But here we don't see anything. That means nothing is there in this. So I give it as cd double dot. Cd double dot means come one step previous. That is, if you are in a subdirectory, come out of that subdirectory. That is what it means. Now when I give ls, you can see that there is an Ubuntu directory. So from home Ubuntu, we have come outside it and we are in the home directory. When I give ls, it gives. Now when I give ls minus lsh rt, I can see what is it. So Ubuntu, whether it is a directory, yes, it is a directory. What is the permission it is having? So here we have permissions of three digits, three mode of digits known as 777, which will give the full permission. So here read, write and execute permission. That's what it means. Read, write and execute permission for the user. And here it is. So I'll just create a folder and show you so that you can better understand. You're able to view my screen now, so there is no issues, right? So make directory, mkdir, make directory. I'm creating a folder called ttt. So now when I give ls minus lsh rt, I can see that it is a directory with the mode of first as read, write, execute, second as read, and third as this. So to change this permissions, so who is the user? Here the user is root, and what is the group of it? The group is also root, right? So the group is also root. So if I create multiple, I'll create some multiple folders so that you can understand the meaning of L S H R. So L means list, short it in the reverse order. you can sort it. So that is the meaning of it. With respect to time also I need it. So those things I can view here. So when it is the time when it was created, what is the current time running in the system? The server is running with the time of 9:37 is the time running in this particular server. So that is that. And what is the folder name? It is the TTT is the folder name. So I'll create another one folder. So make directory say AAE. Now when I give the same command, so in the reverse order, sorting in the reverse order. So TTT comes here. Just when you give it as ls, just give it as -l. So it's list in this particular order. So AA and TT. Do you get it? Is that clear? So when I want to change the permission, I'll give it as ch more -r. So -r means in the recursive mode. So I can give it as 777. So for AAA. Now when I give ls-l, you can see that it is read write execute, read write execute, read write execute. So all are in the 777 mode, and the user is root for this. So it is having the full permission for it. Are you getting it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So here the root is the user and the group is a root here. I am in the root user. So if I want to change this, can I change the user permission for this particular folder? Yes, I can do it. So I can give it as chown, chown. So that is change owner of it. So what is the owner of it? I want to change it to Ubuntu. Ubuntu colon. So let this be root user. I am not bothered about this. I just give it as AAA. So now when I give ls-l, I can see that it from the root user, it has changed to Ubuntu user. So like this, Ubuntu user, Ubuntu group, it has been changed. Like this, you can change the permissions and do this. So when I give cd double dot, you might have found it that I come out of one particular subdirectory. So again, to go to that subdirectory, I can give it a cd Ubuntu. If I give cd slash, it directly comes to the root directory, which is nothing but this. Clear? So these are the different ways of doing this cd. You can give cd to come out of the directory, come to the root directory. So everything you can do it from this. Is it clear? Now to create a folder, we have created a folder, and to copy something. So to create a file, so what we can do, we'll first create a file and copy from one place to another. So those things we will practice now. So we'll get to cd slash home. I'm going back to the thing. So Ubuntu. When I give ls-l, I can see there are two things here. I go to cd AAA. Now when I give ls, there is nothing here, right? Now I want to create a file, so I'll give it as vim, and I give the name of the file as say test.txt. So vim is an editor in a command prompt mode. So now it has opened an editor to me. To type something, I need to press I for that insert button. So I is insert. Now it is ready to capture. So I can type anything to this. So welcome to T trainer session. One Berlin. So once I have completed, I give it as SK colon. W means write and Q. Q means quit. So write and quit. Now when I give ls, I can see a file has been created as test.txt. So what is the content of it? I can give it as cat test.txt. When I give this, I can see what is the content of this file. So cat test.txt. Now, to copy from one place to another. So we are currently in this. I need to copy it from one place to another. So from here, I want to copy it to TTT. So this is my folder there where I want to copy it. So what I can give is, so cp, what is the file name? It is nothing but test.txt, where I need to copy to the TTT folder. Where is the TTT folder? It is one step before, that is in home Ubuntu. There are two folders, AAA and TTT. We are currently in home Ubuntu AA. Then first you have to come out of this AAA folder and then enter into the TTT folder. So that's how you have to do. So cd cp test.txt double dot slash. Now if you give TTT, so what is that double dot means? Come out of that folder and enter into that folder, and you can give a new name here, or you can just leave it something like this. So when you give this, so it has copied this file test.txt to TTT. So if I want to list what is there in it, so same way when I give ls, I can give it from the folder. So even when I give ls and just do this, I will be viewing the content of this particular folder alone. So if I want to see something from this folder, I can give that also, ls double dot slash what is the content of TTT. So there I can see there is also a file called test.txt. So there is also a file called txt. I can give cat and see what is the content there. So what is the content of ttt test.txt? Again I get welcome to ttt. So when I'm copying it, I left it blank. That means I am copying the same file name to the particular thing. So in my case, if I want to rename this file and copy, so while copying, I want to rename it also. So what I can do is I can give it as cp test.txt, can give double dot slash what is the path TTT. Here instead of test, I want to keep it as test1.txt. So that is also possible. Now when I give ls ttt, I can see there are two files. One is test.txt, another one is test1.txt. So what is the content of that? The content remains the same. So cat test.txt is same. Cat test1.txt is also, oh, sorry, test1.txt, it is also the same. So both are welcome to TTT by Verline. So both are same in this case. Did you get it? Is that clear? How to copy a file from one place to another? So it need not be to a different place. You can copy the file from same place also. So here I have given the destination part as something else. If you are giving same cp test1.txt to test1.txt, that is also possible. That is, you are trying to copy the file from the same location with a different name. So test maybe 2.txt. I give something like this. Now when I give ls, I can see there are two files, test.txt and test2.txt, which is here. So just if I want to back up a file before I want to modify something, I can use this kind of thing. So cp test1.txt. So this is one thing. So copy means there will be a copy there will be a copy in the actual place, and there will be a new copy in the destination, maybe with the same name or with a different name as per your wish. So if you're not giving specifying any name here like this, it will take the same name. If you are specifying some particular name here, then it will copy and modify the file name to something else. So that is also possible. Next one is moving it. So moving means hereafter that file will not be there. It will be moved to some other place from here. So it will be deleted from here and will be copied to that new place. So what is it? So I can give it as mv, move the file. So test1.txt. So this is the file I want to move. So where I want to move, maybe just as a double dot. When I give double dot, so what will be the path for me? It will be home Ubuntu. Instead of going to home Ubuntu TTT, I'm just doing it as home Ubuntu TTT. I'm moving this file. Now when I give this and cls, I can see that test.txt is not there. It doesn't exist. But when I give cd double dot, and when I give ls, I can see that there is a file called test.txt has been created. So what it has done, it has moved this file test.txt from this particular path to a path which I have specified. So here I have given this double dot slash, that means one subdirectory, come out of one subdirectory and paste it. So in your case, if the whatever may be the path, you can give the path and you can write the path and copy the file. So it is similar to rename. Hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
thank you. So similarly, I can use it for renaming the file also. So renaming from this particular file to another file name. So that is also is possible. For rename also you will be using MV. So MV you can use and rename it. So it is just similar. So what I do, say if I give ls, yeah, so here, so when I give ls, you can see that there is a test.txt. I move this, so mv test.txt to, say for example, math.txt. So that means moving, or you can also call it as renaming. So I'm renaming this file test.txt to a new file called math.txt. So I'm just pressing here. When I give ls, you can see that it has been moved or renamed from test.txt to math.txt. So you can use this command for moving a file from one place to another, or at the same time, if you want to rename it, the file also, you can do it. So both is possible in this case. Is that clear? Any doubts? Just
Yes, sir.
practice, just practice until this and let me know. No? So we will wait for a minute. We'll give a pass. Just practice this, and if you find any difficulties till this, just let me know in chat box. We'll just give a 2 minutes gap so that you're aligned. Yeah, just practice it. What are the commands that we have done? So when I give history, you can see these are the commands. So what are the commands? I have given ls, sorting, cd I have given, make directory I have given. I have created a new file using vim. So vim I have created, moving from one space to another, between directories, moving between directories we have seen. We have given ls to list different. We have given cat to view the content of the file. So we have seen copy as well as move from one place to another. We have also seen renaming of a file using a move command. So these are the things that we have done so far. So just execute and let me know if you are facing any difficulties so that we can continue. Once you are done, please update me in chat so that we can start with the next.
Completed, sir.
Good. What about others?
Sir, whatever directories files I have created, it will be there after shutting down this instance also.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you have created will be there even if you have stopped the instance also. That is shutting down the instance also. So only thing is,
Okay.
what you should not do is, so go to instances. So in this instances, if you see, there is something called terminate instance. If you use this, everything is getting destroyed. You should not use it. You can stop the instance and start the instance. You can reboot the instance. No issue. Whatever you have done, it will be there. But if you terminate the instance, the complete instance will get destroyed. So you will never be able to retrieve the data. Got it? So you can stop the instance. So for example, here I am stopping it. So I have stopped the instance. You can see it is stopping. Only if it is in the stopped mode, you can again restart it. Okay, now it is in stop. So I can just again click on this. Click on this and can give start instance. So now we can see it is in the running mode. So again I click on this, give connect. Connect. So here I just give ls. You can see whatever we have created is there. It exists. No issues. Yeah. So hope you have done till this. So we have seen ls, cd, pwd, make directory, remove directory, touch cp. Okay. So next set of commands we'll see. So when I give pwd, so what is my current path? So when I give pwd, I can see what is my working directory, path of the working directory, where I am. Say for example, if I am inside a particular folder, something like this, when I give pwd, I can get the full thing like home Ubuntu. So this is the folder that I am there in this particular thing. Excuse me. Just one minute. Yeah, sorry. So pwd is there. Now to remove a folder. So first, when I give cd double dot, to make directory, when I give ls, you can see that these are the folders. Triple E is a folder, TTT is a folder that is there. Now to remove folder, so I can give mkdir to make a directory. So rm. rmdir, you can give the folder name. So in this case, I give ttt, which is not possible. So I'll just give it. You can see that directory is not empty. So when you're doing this, you should be very well know that whether there is some files or folders in it. If it is any files or folder present, it will not allow you to remove it. So first you have to remove it. So I'll just list the files. So ls ttt. I can see there are two files here. So I'm just moving this file. So I can give it as mv. So ttt from here to what are the files? So this is another thing. I'm using a wildcard here. So there is star. Star means it represents any number of characters, and question mark represents only one character at a time. So I'll just show you here. When I give ttt and give test, so I give test and I give a question mark which represents one character. Maybe I'll create one more file so that when ttt slash test2.txt so that it will be easy for me to demonstrate. Okay. Where I'm okay, I need to sudo permission for this because I'm in a Ubuntu user, but ttt folder was created from the root, so it is not allowing me to create a file here. So that is the reason it restricted me. I have now changed into sudo permission and I give the same command. So now it is there. So ls, now I give ttt. So you can see there are two folders, t1.txt and t2.txt, and there is a test.txt here. So now when I use a wildcard, so what I do, I use move from ttt. What is the test? Here, whatever it is, test, and whatever it is, that means it can be 1, 2, A, B, C, whatever it may be. So whatever it is, dot star. Whatever is there, that is question mark represents one character and star represent any character. So here I have given test question mark dot, sorry, test question mark dot say. I am moving it to the current directory. That means I am giving it as dot. So from ttt I am trying to move it to this particular current directory. So I just give enter. Now I give ls. So what would have happened? Both these files, test1.txt and test2.txt might have moved to the current part. So when I give ls, you can see both the files are missing. And when I give ls here, you can see that both the files are here now. So you got it. So question mark represents single character. Say if you want, if you are keeping some names like test1, test2, test3, test20, test something like that, then you can give a double question mark also that represents the two spaces. If you are giving two question marks, it will represent two spaces. One question mark means one. So whatever may be in this particular space, replace whatever may be, take this and proceed. Star mentions any number of characters. So if I give something like this, mv t star means whatever is it starting with t, whatever may be, how much ever may be the number of characters, whatever is it starting with t, move it. So that's what it means. So hope you got the difference between star and question marks. These are called wildcards. So now let's once again go to ttt. So I again have one more file there, so I'll move that also. So now when I give ls, I can see that is empty. Now I give rmdir ttt. So now I don't get an error. So automatically the folder, so ls now I give. Previously when I gave ls, you can see there are two folders, AAA and TTT. But now you can see only there is only one folder called AAA. So why is it in green color? That means we have given full permission to it. So you can give ls-l to view that. See, it is mentioned that it is a directory. So only for a directory it will be a D. You can see for this. So these are files. There is no D here. And what is it? We give 777. 777 means full permission. Read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, write, execute for it. So that is the reason you can see. And at the same time, why we were not able to do this previously, right? Why we were not able to create or something is we were in Ubuntu directory. When we are in the Ubuntu directory, this TTT folder had a root provision. This was created by a root user. So only a root user can clear it. So that is the reason we were not able to create a file in this particular folder. Got it? Any doubts? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we have seen make directory, remove directory, touch, move, touch we have not seen, cp, move and remove we have done. So we'll see touch. So touch is basically, say sometimes what will happen is we need to create a file, but we don't want to, that is you're written a program and from that program you want to create a log file of somebody. So you have given permission of only read and only read permission or only write permission. So only write permission you have created, you are given. In that case, the file write. So what is the permission? Whether it is a file write or a folder write. So those things also matters here. So when a permission is not there, you want to just create a file, a empty file. You want to create a empty file. That is how we use touch. So here what you can do is just give touch, give some xyz dot txt. So ls, you can see that xyz dot txt is created. So if we see the content of xyz dot txt, you can see it is empty. Nothing is returned. So it is a empty file. So if you want to create a log file or something where you want to give him permission only to read or only to write, in that case you will already create a file and keep it ready for the execution. So that's how we use the touch command. Is that clear? So touch. So nano we can use it. Otherwise we can use it a Vim editor. So we checked with the Vim editor. Okay. So now see certain things. So cat we have seen. Echo to print the text in the terminal. So if you want to print something, you can go with this. We will see these operators where we use this. So this is nothing but we will call this a bitwise operation. So overwrite the file exists. So here you will be appending the file content. Here you will be read the file and execute. So that is the thing you will be doing it. So these all are bitwise operators. We'll see here so that you can understand. Right. So here. Okay. So now I give echo. How are you? So when I give echo, how are you? You can see it just prints echo, how are you? So whatever you give here, it just prints here. Now I can combine this with an operation. So when you see this cat xyz.txt, you can see there is nothing inside this. There is no content in this. So what I do, I write to this. So whatever I give here, I want to write it. So I give it as xyz dot txt. So now when I give cat, you can see that how are you? That is, I have written my content to a file called xyz.txt, right? So whatever may be, say for example, now I give echo I am fine. I'm just giving as this, and I give the same file name. Now I give cat. You can see that is I am fine, but previously it was how are you. Now it has been replaced with I am fine. So that's what. So when you give this, it will, whatever may be in this file, it will be completely overwritten by this output. So keep in mind, so this is an output. So echo, this is not the entire thing. When I give this, what is the output of this? Output of this is I am fine. Are you getting me? So what does it displays when I give echo? I am fine. So when I give echo, this is what is coming outside as an output. Whatever this, that only will be written, not the entire thing. So the same way you can do it for anything. Say for example, I want to list ls-l I give. So I get some output, right? So when you're asked to uh, what are the files in this, write it to me, write and give it in my file. So then you can give it as. So this is the thing. What I want to do is I want to write it to a file, maybe file list, file.txt, something like this. So now when I give cat file.txt, so it gives me the same thing, right? Whatever was the output of ls-l, I am getting it stored in this file. Do you get me? So that is what it means by bitwise operation of writing it. So the same thing, if I want to append a particular thing, say what I want to do is, so here file.txt here, I want to append it. So I need to add something into the end. That means what I can give is, I can give it as echo. Uh, this is the folder content of slash home slash Ubuntu. So this is nothing but the folder content of slash Ubuntu. I'm giving like this, and I write to the same file but with a double bitwise operation. So it's nothing but a greater than symbol. Two times I am using this greater than symbol. I am giving the file name as file dot txt. So now in this case, when I give cat, you can see this was previously there. It has additionally added this line at the end. So it has given an append. So appended the content. Do you get it? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the same way you can append two files also. So I can give two file names and append it to a third file. So like this, you can do it in the same. There are many ways of doing this. So just I have given you an example. I have given with echo, you can give it ls, you can read, write, everything you can do with different commands. You can combine it and play around it. So that is that. Next we have a top, kill, ps, free and df. So these are the system processing things which we are using it. So let's come here. So when I give top, so this shows me, how much users are there in this. There are two users. What is the load average? How much CPU it is using? We have a CPU of one core CPU, right? We created a free instance of CPU. So that is what is that. So in that, how much is the load used? Load use means sometimes when we execute a file, we are executing a program. Say for example, we are writing something to the database, or we are reading some database. So in that case, there will be a load will be there in this. But for as of now, there is nothing here. We are not writing it to database, or we are not reading it. So nothing is happening in the parallel or in the background. So that is the reason you see this as a load average as 0. If it is there, you will get some things which is will be shown here, right? Then comes the memory. So what is it? So it is having 1 GB of RAM, right? So 1 GB of RAM is nothing but 1024 bytes, right? So we know it, right? 1024 bytes equal to 1 kilobyte, 1024 kilobytes equal to 1 megabyte, and 1024 megabytes equal to 1 gigabyte. So 1024 megabytes is that. So it's in megabytes, it shows you 965 is the total thing. And how much is total free, you can see here. So free is 214 is the free here. So like this you can see what is and what are the things which is having load, which is giving load to the system. You can also see this. So those things you can see here. What happened? My system got stuck. Just 1 minute. Okay, so ls we are here. So we saw what a top is. Now, if I am creating something and what are the different processes that is running and I want to kill it, I can give using kill. So kill I give and I give -9 and the thing if whatever the process ID is there. Maybe I'll create something so that we'll get a process ID. I'll do service. Currently nothing is in the load mode. Okay, so I'll give this kill command in the later stage. No, so when we are doing an MySQL installation and when we are seeing database, I'll show that. So that is the free is to see the freeze. First I will complete df-h. So df-h, when you give this, you can see what is the available space in here. So here we created at 8 GB storage, right? So 8 GB of storage we took it. In that we can see that 2.3 GB is used and 5.4 GB is free. That is, it is taken for OS installation. We have taken Ubuntu as OS, no? So that is installed here. And at the same time, we have installed Apache web server also. So both has been installed and been used. And free is 5.4 is free as of now. So that is the free we gave. Now when we just give free, you can see that totals used from the RAM. So how much is there and how much is in use and how much is in free. So the same we get it in the top command also. So the only difference there is there we get in megabytes, here we get in bytes. So that is the difference we have here. Is that clear? Any doubts?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, so next we will go for pipe command. So what is a pipe? That means output of one command will be an input to another command. So whatever may be the output, I am taking it and giving it as an input to it. So I'll just give you one. So when I give ls hyphen l, you can see that there is something like this. So this is the output. Output is what is the folders that is there in it. So when I give ls hyphen l pipe it to, so I am giving a pipe symbol. That means I am taking the output of this and giving as an input of a thing. So I am giving as grep. So here I give it as test. So what is grep? Grep is to search for this particular name. So test is what I have given. So it will search for it. Mhm. I should get an output of only with the file name as text1.txt, but I am getting the entire thing 1 minute. So here it works. So actually that's what when I said no grep. So grep, what is the thing I want to find, where I want to find. So I want to find it in test1.txt. You can see that it has been highlighted here. So TTT has been highlighted here. The same should work here also. What I have trying to give. So this is my output. I have using this output to find a particular file called test1. So it should show me only .text thing, but why it failed? ls pipe it to grab. Okay, I'll let you know. Since there is, I'm doing some mistake here, not able to recognize at the moment. So the thing is, grep when I give. So what is the purpose of this grep? Is to find a particular thing in a file. So test1.txt, I'm trying to find it in a file and I'm using it. Now here what I do, ls-l is giving an output. In that output, I am giving as an input for a grep command to find a content called test. So this should work. 1 minute, now we'll check it out. Okay, So the mistake was the pipe symbol I used 2 times. Pipe it to grab. It should be a single. Yeah. So that was a mistake. Hope you got it. Did you recognize this? So instead of the single pipe symbol, I used 2 pipe symbol. That was the mistake here. So ls-l, when I give grep test, so it just recognizes from this what is ls-l is the output. From this output, I am just getting it. So imagine if there is a web directory which is having hundreds and hundreds of files. In that you want to search only your named file or something like that. You can use this pipe symbol. So how do you use it? ls-l, pipe it to single pipe, not double pipe. So that was my mistake. So pipe it to grep test.txt. So if I give test1.txt particularly, then it will show me only that particular thing. So sure, only it shows me that particular line, not the entire thing. When I go for a test, it shows me the both the lines with test1.txt and test2.txt. Are you getting it? Did you get it? What was the mistake I made? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is how we are using here. So pipe grep we have. So sort you have seen ls minus sh. So when I give that itself is there. So unique you can also use grep. We have done egrep. We don't need to do it. Ch mode. So change mode we have done. Ch owner, change owner we have done. So ls hyphen l we have already done this. So to view the ownership and all we have already done this. So any doubts? So I will share the links. You can just go through this commands and come back. Tomorrow we will see SQL. So this is the basic. One more thing, one important thing I left out, maybe not here also. See this instance, we are trying to connect it from the browser. But what we did yesterday, we created a PIM file and we want to connect it from our local desktop, right? So instead of that, so that is, there are two things which is important, which has been left out. I'll cover that also. One is connecting this instance instead of from the browser. I need to connect it from my local system. So how can I do this? So go to your command prompt. CD downloads will be there, I think. Yeah. CD downloads. So yesterday we created a PEM file, right? Hope you remember. The name was same like the instance name. So what I have to do is SSH. So I need to give SSH and I need to give the PEM key file name. So it is downloaded in the downloads file. This is in my local laptop. Are you getting this? This is my local laptop. From my local laptop, I am trying to connect this AWS instance, which is in the remote. So what I have to do is SSH minus I in the interactive mode. So minus I means in the interactive mode. I give my PEM file name. So it is nothing but T. I'll type it. TTT. So this is my PEM key file. Where I want to, what is the username? It is nothing but Ubuntu. And what is the IP here? It is nothing but 54. Can see here, no? So 54.173, 54.173.2.228. So this is how you will be connecting to your server. Still, it has not recognized connection time 54.173.2.228. Maybe my system is a little bit slow, I think.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, actually, yesterday we could not attend the session. So, can we get the link of yesterday's session or recording?
yeah, definitely. I'll share you
Yes.
in this mail loop. I will share.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so getting this little bit, I think there is a little bit of network issue in my side. So there are two things. One is SSH and one is SCP. SCP means copying a file. I'll download a file and copy from my system to the remote system. So there are two things which we need to know, which is important also. So connecting from your local desktop. There is some connectivity issue, I think. I'll complete this in tomorrow's session. Those two commands I'll complete in tomorrow's session. Other things we have done. Any doubts so far? Is it clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay then, thank you. Meet you tomorrow in a new session of SQL. And at the same time, these two commands which was not completed today, we will complete it also tomorrow. Any doubts?
Maybe tomorrow, after attending both the sessions, we'll understand. We did not attend yesterday's session, so today it was we were missing the link. So once we'll
Okay,
go through
sure.
both the
I'll
sessions, and
just.
then we'll come up with doubts. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Then thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.